My first guest joins me in studio, Mr. Brent Fouch, is the CEO of Mind Technologies. Their stock symbol's JEDM. Brent, good to have you on the program.
Thank you. Thanks for having me, Don.
Now, I really enjoyed researching your company. You describe yourself as a company which develops software for the gaming and entertainment industry, interacting with something called the emotive wireless headset. More about that later. But it detects electrical signals produced by the brain. I was just fascinated by that. Tell us a little bit about the company.
Yeah, what Mind Technologies Incorporated does is we develop software for thought-controlled technologies, essentially allowing the human brain to interact with the computer, control devices such as electric wheelchairs, and anything on the computer for the first time in history through the human brain's interaction.
Now, I have to be honest with you, I think a lot of people watching probably thought something like this never existed outside of Hollywood. We're actually talking about thought-controlled technology, our brain actually controlling an inanimate object.
Correct. Using EEG technology that's been invented back in the 30s, we use the same type of technology using a wireless headset that's consumer-friendly. Through the electrical impulses in the brain, we're able to create commands to control either a computer or any other mechanical device that we create the software to operate.
You know, I would expect you, having this discussion, to have pointy ears with a name Spock or something, which, you know, we're talking about this emotive headset. You've got one with you. Why don't you kind of hold it up for our audience and tell us about it?
Sure. The emotive headset is the headset that we've chosen, which is a brain-computer interface technology. Essentially, it reads your electrical impulses that the brain gives off, much like an EEG machine would do. With this headset, we're able to create up to 14 different commands. We have sensors that are essentially touching the scalp of the brain. As a thought is generated, an electrical impulse is given. Our software programmers are able to essentially create commands for those impulses and design our software to interact with a computer, a mechanical device, to really control anything you wish to in the world around us simply using the power of your mind.
So all these little discs that we see here are basically sensors that will sit on the side of your temples and on your forehead. And as you mentioned, when your brain does something, creates a command, your software is able to interpret that command and make a positive action.
That's correct. Essentially what happens is every thought the human brain has, you have a separate firing pattern, what we call cognitive mapping. So every different thought a brain has, there is a specific firing pattern that occurs. What we do at Mind Technologies Incorporated is program the software so that any device that we want to control or operate, such as the entire computer, we're able to control that with the power of our mind, simply wearing the wireless headset that will read our brain waves, interpret those brain waves into commands or actions, and control the world around us.
Absolutely amazing. Now, one of your products is something called Mastermind. It allows users to play their favorite PC games using their mind as opposed to a joystick or a keyboard. Tell us about that.
Correct. That's our most recent application we finished. We've created 3 applications that are on the market. The most recent one, as you mentioned, is called Mastermind. What that allows the user to do is to play any PC game on the market, whether that's Call of Duty, World of Warcraft, any PC game that's out there. Once you launch Mastermind application, it allows you to wear the wireless headset, control the characters on the screen just as if you're using the keyboard or the mouse, only in this case with the power of your mind.
That's just amazing. I mean, this is kind of blurring the line between reality and virtual reality, isn't it?
It really is. I think it's the first time in human history where we're able to connect the human brain to control the world around us. It's been something that man has aspired to achieve since time began. And really, for the first time in history, really 2010, this is now possible. So the applications we can develop are limitless. We're currently focusing on medical applications to help the disabled, as well as the video gaming market, which has a very robust market that already exists.
Again, Mind Technologies Incorporated, JEDM is their stock symbol. For more information, you can call us toll-free from anywhere in the world, 888-259-4449, to get more information about this fascinating technology. Now, when I was researching a company, I found this next product absolutely riveting. You call it Mind Mouse. It allows a user to control a computer. Again, using just a headset in their mind, no keyboard, no mouse. Tell us about Mind Mouse.
Correct. We developed this with the disabled in mind. However, it can be used by anyone out there that uses a computer. What this application does is allows anyone to control the entire computer, from launching an application, opening up a Word document, composing and sending an email, all with the power of their mind. So in many cases, someone that, let's say, has had a stroke or ALS syndrome, for the first time, they are able to pull up a virtual keyboard on the screen, use a gyro feature to hover over the letter that they choose, and with a mere thought, be able to select that letter, type entire paragraphs, sentences, go up and click the send button on the email program, send emails out to loved ones that maybe have never heard from them or communicated with them for years or maybe their entire life. So it's really opening up the doors to communication for the disabled, and it's a fascinating way just to use your computer on a daily basis for those of us that are normally functioning.
So someone can think an email and send it?
Correct.
Absolutely amazing. Now, can you give us a brief history of how something so fascinating as mind control technology actually came into being?
Sure. It really started with the EEG technology. I was a psychology major at UC San Diego studying neuroanatomy. One thing I learned there is, as I mentioned, that every single thought we have has a specific firing pattern. What I endeavored to build would be a dream machine whereby you could essentially wear a headset like this or an old-fashioned EEG machine to sleep, let that record your thoughts, which then would be translated into either a picture form or animation, and wake up in the morning, press play, and watch what you dreamt about. So in my world, after graduating from college, I was working and aspiring to develop that product. When I came about Emotive, who's up in the San Francisco Bay Area, who condensed the complicated EEG device that cost tens of thousands of dollars into a small consumer-friendly headset, which retails for $299, it really catapulted our experience and our objective to achieve the programs that we've created.
Amazing. Now, people watching the program right now are probably saying, okay, where can I get one? So I'll ask you, where can we get your software? Where can we get an Emotive headset?
Sure. If you go to mindtechnologiesinc.com, that's our website. We sell everything right there on our website. You can call the 800 number that you gave out for more information. And we soon look to be in all the retail stores such as the Best Buys, GameStops, and places that you can go to a retail store simply to purchase the headset as well as our software applications we develop.
Do you anticipate that the retail outlets will be online by the time, say, the holiday shopping season kicks in, or is that a year down the road, do you suppose?
Yeah, our partner Emotive has been discussing with both Best Buy, GameStop, and many other outlets. I do expect by the end of fourth quarter this year, 2010, for them to have their headsets as well as our applications out in the retail stores. So fourth quarter will really be the first time we expect to see our technology and the headset available in retail stores. Prior to that, simply go to mindtechnologiesinc.com and you can order it directly online for a simple download of our products. They usually retail for $99 per application we develop, so we make it real cost-friendly for the user, and that would be the best place to order it immediately.
Now, how crowded is the space that you're in? Is it a very competitive industry?
Right now, it's really not. Thought-controlled technology really just came about the end of 2009, 2010 to really make it commercially available. So right now, the competitors in our space developing software for this type of business is very limited. I can honestly say that we are the leader in the thought-controlled technology software space. We do believe that with the revolutionary technology at hand, there will be some major players coming up out of the woodwork in the near future. So we look to gain our market share, establish our applications, get those patented, protected, and proprietary for our company. But we do expect more competition to rise in the near future.
With your products and the Emotive headset pending going into retail sales, it's got to be a pretty exciting time for the company.
It is. It's what I look at. It's really the tip of the spear as far as technology progression in the world right now. I feel that Mind Technologies is at that tip of that spear. So every day in the office with our developers on what is next, what brainstorms we have as to applications we can develop. It never gets boring. There's more applications, products that we can develop than we have time and resources to do right now. That's why we're focusing in two niches, the medical applications and the video gaming side.
Well, Brent, why is this a good time right now for folks to take a closer look at Mind Technologies?
Yeah, if you look at Mind Technologies, our stock had traded as high as 28 cents, 29 cents a share before we finished our first application. Wow. It was when the world really first came aware of this technology that it even existed. Now that we have 3 applications completed, finished, on the market for sale, our stock has lagged back between the 1 to 3 cent range for some unknown reason. So as far as time-wise, there's no better time to look at our stock under JEDM currently traded. The fact that we have 3 proprietary applications under our belt that are being sold as we're speaking, there's really no better time to invest in the core technology at the infant stage that we're at right now.
Well, we're initiating coverage of the company right now this week. We'll be following you very closely over the next 3 months. I'm looking forward to some updates as you go along here, especially in fourth quarter. Fascinating. Thanks for bringing it to our show.
Thank you. Appreciate having me.